Hello and welcome to Let's Ride Around Europe. This is my third attempt at an introduction. Gogo kept interrupting them, so I've left Billingshurst before starting this time. We just out of the time, and yeah, that was a very short charge. I realised that it's only 50 miles actually to the next one. I had been like really conservative on my legs. I wanted to make sure that, because I'm going to have luggage that I've not really carried a lot before and all that stuff, because some of the later routes are going to be very hilly as well. I kind of haven't pushed it on any of my legs, and the result of that is I've had some ones that are like 100 and I did it all in kilometers, so I had some that are like 125 kilometers, or I think in this case 128 kilometers, and it's just like, man, I could totally have just done that. I could totally have just done that in one go. It would have been fine. But for the trip planning purposes, I wanted to be pretty conservative. So I've just done like 10% there. I started at 80% in Farnham, and I finished at 60% at Billingshurst. It was like, yeah, it's really short. Yeah, the next one's like 50 miles away. And I'm going to stop there. I could have gone up to 80% and just gone all the way to Eurotunnel, and I would likely have been fine. But because my battery is warm, I figured it'd be better off just not charging there. I had already started charging, so I just pulled the charger. And I will have enough to like just get there. I'll be good. But yeah, I want to let the battery cool off a bit. And it's also a short leg from there to Eurotunnel, so I'm not even going to charge up a lot there either. Sorry, I had my vent open. Hopefully it didn't cause too much interference. I've adjusted my luggage. It's sitting up against like the base of my back. It's not going to stay there, but it's there for now. Obviously I was at Billingshurst for like 15 minutes. So I got myself a Doinky Twink and a pack of like mixed fruits and nuts, which I didn't even have time to open. I realized that I could just like yeet out of there. I was like, I'm away! Guess who was not giving me any directions here? That's right. It's that app I'm not going to complain about. Still a 30. Yeah, I hadn't realized just how short I had made the legs here. And like so far today, the bike has actually performed above expectations in terms of range, so that's pretty good. Obviously, I mean, that's a feeling rather than like a knowing, if you know what I mean. this stretch is 78 kilometers, and the preceding stretch is like 55, and the stretch after is like 50 something as well. If I had 80%, I could probably just do the whole way to Eurotunnel, but I want to let the battery cool off. And I think I'm going to make Eurotunnel in a reasonable time, so that's good. I can also be a little bit lazy on the actual call for boarding, because of course motorcycles board last. And they're just going to keep me in like the beating sun until they're ready to board me, so there's no point in like rushing it. But I do want to be there at a good time, because, you know, for those of you who don't know, there is a bit of border chaos at the moment. Hooray! It says turn right. Well, I don't want to turn right. Oh, is it a right left? I think it's a right left. Can I read on that sign there, Mr. Van person? Yeah, okay, it's a right left. Okay, that's funny. It's a plumber's, and they've called their business Blockbusters. That's good. I like it. Alright, lads. When you just have the balls to actually go, holy shit. Oh yeah, the Blockbusters. It's clever because they had like the blue logo with the yellow text and everything. It's good. Up here somewhere is where Tito's license plate fell off on a tour many moons ago. The the license plate on his bus had just like dropped off, and he put to bungee it back on. Ah, it was good. But these guys are in a jam. Wow. Stuck with this guy until we clear the jam. Ooh, it's a type 2. It's a splitty. Oh, look at that. The colour scheme's a little muted for my test, but you know, it's cool to see those out there. At least a lot of those tend to still be on the road, whereas like their French equivalent, the hitch van. Boy, sad times. Pretty much every hitch van out there has been converted into a like a food truck or a cafe truck, like a ice cream van, and they're all ruined. None of them actually drive anywhere. Like to move them, you have to put them on like a trailer. I mean, it's cool that they're being reused, you know, that they're not just gone to scrap, but at the same time, like, it's kind of sad to see them stationary like that. But, you know, times move on. It is kind of interesting that, you know, the old Type 2s and hitch vans have this like cult following in their own different ways, but then like no one remembers the old transits. They're just like discarded. Just go around these guys. Go to the right and the left. It's a double mini roundabout, so Google is useless. Oh, there's actually enough distance between the two of them for Google to give useful instruction. It's abnormal. Next one is at a golf club. Sure would appreciate me. But it does beg the question. Will there be possibility of a cup of tea? Now, if I've complained about this before, but I could do with a cup of. mean, it's a golf club, so probably not. But I do have like some liquids and some like spritz and nuts on me, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Possible it will be to get anything out of the golf club, because usually golf club facilities are for golf club members. It is a golf club and park though, so maybe. I'm feeling a little bit sweaty. My Under Armour I can feel clinging. Yes, I wear Under Armour under all of this stuff. For hot rides like this, I find it really helps. But my feet are wet. Feet feel like they're kind of clammy. And that's kind of one of the issues that you end up with this kind of like Under Armour setup is it will wick sweat to wherever like moisture pressure, for want of a better term, is lowest. And if you're wearing something absorbent, guess what? So that's why I had the previous incident with like the wringing out the socks 2020. Just everything was so damn sweaty. But okay, turn left. This time I'm not wearing like my usual sports socks. I'm hugely confused, Ted. Okay, this is not where I expected to be going, but alright, I'll take it. Yeah, I'm not wearing like sports socks this time. I'm wearing little thin, low Under Armour. I mean, they're still mainly cotton. They're like woven through with weird Under Armour material. But they do, because they're still like 80% cotton, they do still absorb moisture. As does the lining of my boots. But this time I'm wearing ventilated boots. Last time I was not wearing ventilated boots. This time I am. Hopefully, what it means is I'm not going to have the same kind of like soaked feet as last time. It does feel like they're lubricated. Where are you taking me? Is this a rat run? Is this like trying to avoid congestion in the 8272? I think that's what this is. I think this is just like trying to avoid congestion in the 8272. Thing is, depending on the road conditions, I might be able to just avoid the congestion by myself. And that capability might make this slower than Google thinks, but you know. Turn right. Please tell me you did not mean there. Okay, let's assume it's this one. One thing I do not like is Google doesn't really take into account how awful some of these roads are, and I do not have the bike for this. And that means I have to go much slower because of the crappy road surface. So far my bag, by the way, is staying where I put it, which is good. But yeah, I have to account for the crappy road surface, whereas I would probably be happy to put up with the congestion. And just use my bikiness to skip past it. Whereas a car isn't going to be unduly slowed down by these roads like I would be. Especially because there is gravel in the middle of this road. And I do not want to get caught on a big nasty gravel patch. This is really, this is more Adventure Dad's kind of route. Yeah, ow. It's not really the kind of way I would choose. Yeah, this is literally just a rat run to avoid congestion in the 272.
Turn left.
Which I'm pretty sure I didn't need, because I'm not going to be stuck behind this truck. Okay, he got himself an opportunity. I'm gonna go. And I'm immediately gonna pass him. Need that. Whoa. Oh, that beautiful couloir though. No more cool air. So this is the thing, I need the cool air in order to stay dry. And my bike needs the cool air in order to keep its battery cool as well. Say no to Cucksty. Okay. See, I had not expected to leave the 272 until much further up. Because about an hour and a half to the next, like it's only 50 miles, but it's apparently an hour and a half. So second exit, okay. I have no interest in it being an hour and a half, if I can avoid it at all, which I think I have at least in part. already forgotten what Google said. I think it was second. It's usually second. Yeah, it's second. Okay. This is getting a lot more roundabouty than I remember it. Maybe I mainly did the 272 previous stretches. Yeah, I guess I probably just experienced the 272 mainly like further back. Off towards Petworth and up to kind of where I was talking about the license plate thing. I haven't really experienced this end of it. It's quite nice when you're not like doing the stuck in a village and roundabouts bit. That is the danger of A roads, is that you do get stuck in villages. The other danger of roundabout or of A roads, especially in the UK, is that you might get a surprise dual carriageway. Don't think that's going to affect me here, but you never know. You know, we are following Google's directions. Right. How far have we got so far? 23... We're like 15 miles? 45 minutes? That doesn't seem right. Seems very not right. Like my average is 20 miles an hour. Wow. My gasometer is currently saying that I'm gonna get 62 miles, which at this stage might actually be enough to get me to Eurotunnel. Stop and reroute somehow. I'm still on the 272, so what I might do is wait until kinda, you know, I get to I might wait until I get to the point where I'm leaving. That guy's license plate says Big Rod. I might get to the point where I'm leaving the 272 and pull in and ask it nicely how far it is to Eurotunnel. Because if I can skip the extra charge, hell yeah. Right now I've got 60-ish%. So we have a 40 to throw around. That's about 47 miles. It's probably not going to be enough to get there directly, I think. I'll have to do the extra charge, which means, you know, doing a stop. That said, could dip into my I could dip into my reserve. I should have paid attention to what the name of this town was. That would have been smart. Can I read this sign? No? But it doesn't look like what I wrote down, so, okay. Hopefully that was not in Newick. I'm just too busy, like, having a good time and chatting away to you guys, I guess. Oh, my feet are going to be disgusting tonight. I'm going to have a shower and just hit the hay immediately. You're like, wet hair be damned. When I set up, it was for something. Yeah, I forgot. It can't be an R because we've not had the episode break yet. Yeah. Who's about that? be nice if this thermal thing wasn't really such a big deal. You know, it's just because the technology of electric bikes hasn't really advanced to the stage of active thermal management yet. Like, no one's figured out how to properly package that. And consequently you have to deal with like the passive cooling. It particularly affects charging. Because charging, where you get a lot of heat into the battery pack, and the inability to actively cool it prevents you from like handling that heat properly. All you can do is throttle the charge. But then, in addition to that, because you're not like actively cooling the battery between charges, like it's hard to get rid of the heat once it's there. But someone will crack it. Very tidy classic. Ah, here's Newick. Alright, well, if you've got anything to say, because I know I don't, hit up the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, you know, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you do enjoy it, you should check out my other videos. I have many other videos, quite a lot of them now are like this one, and you might enjoy them too. If you do, maybe subscribe and hit that bell. And if you would like to reward me for entertaining you today, you can find my coffee link in the description below. Bye bye.